that I talk about in our streaming newscast from 7 to 9, found on all of your devices for free, where you can watch Cheetah and I cover weather and all traffic details for your drive and continue to tell you the traffic details. This is the North Beltway. It's happening in the eastbound direction. This crash blocking a left lane. Emergency crews obviously on scene blocking those lanes. So it's going to be heavy in the area if you're dropping down from Tomball, trying to make your way toward IAH. This is residual traffic off of the East Freeway at Crosby Lynchburg. Okay, we had remnants of the vehicle fire. Everything's gone and up and out of the way. Oh, I'm so happy to report the traffic in the area looks like this at Magnolia. You can see those brake lights are still headed outbound, so you still need a little bit of time. So we're tracking the delays here on the northwest part of the Beltway where I showed you the crash. And then on the east side of town, we have this problem on 90 traveling inbound at Miller Road 1, so you're better off taking business 90. Jacob, all things traffic are covered. The scene, this is the North Beltway eastbound direction at the toll plaza. If you're waking up though over near 249 and you need to travel toward IAH, well, this is exactly your route, and unfortunately we're already crowded back to Fallbrook. 249 is going to be backed up. Bammel is going to be heavy. Even though that left lane cleared, you can see the backup here at Bammel, the brake lights that are headed eastbound. It's going to take a hot minute for that to clear up. It'll take another maybe 25 minutes for things to settle down in that area. So I'm sure the feeder road is busier than normal between 249 and the toll plaza. It's this stretch that's of concern. So you could take 249, but then you're running through a lot of traffic lights. So either way, you need to leave with more time on your hands. Katy is not too bad this morning. The I-10 freeway coming in on the west side. Congratulations. Our folks are sleeping in or they're looking good. Beltway on the west side of town, not too bad. This is a Grand Parkway on the west. No travel delays between Bridgeland all the way down to Katy. Mission Bend has some slight delays on the West Park, but nothing too horrendous. And out of Fort Bend, it's been pretty quiet. The trouble has been on the east, 90 inbound past Uvalde. We have a crash. It's a smoother drive taking business 90. So anybody waking up in Sheldon or Barrett, that traffic alert is for you. We do have some outbound delays on the East Freeway stretching from Channelview out toward Lynchburg. With an earlier car fire, traffic still a little bit thicker on the volume. And then a major crash that's been reported in the Atascocita area, 1960 at Woodland Hills Drive. We do have severe delays right in the vicinity. I'll leave you with this live look of the North Loop. Typical delays headed westbound toward 45 the north. This is the everyday. Thank you for staying on top of it, Cheetah. Happy Thursday. Great to see you on our streaming newscast. Let me bring you up to speed in case you are checking out traffic conditions. 90 inbound past Uvalde. We still have a crash. So the northeast part of town or east siders coming in from Barrett, Sheldon, smoother option would be business 90 or take the Beltway down to I-10 the east, but we are heavy in this vicinity. Also in the Atascocita area, we have a major crash at 1960 and Woodland Hills. There are delays on both of those streets, so people are taking Atascocita. Hey, how busy is it on the West Park? Look at this, Old Westheimer. I was seeing red on the map all the way to Cook. Well, that's usually the place where traffic breaks up. So I did check the camera at Cook and Derry Ashford. I didn't see anything, but this looks pretty dead stopped if you ask me. So I'll be double checking that again and again until I see some of those cameras that are flipped around. But just knowing that general delays for sure, and then we possibly could have a problem. We did have a 4-car crash on the North Sam Houston Tollway eastbound at the toll plaza. That's why we are busier here than normal at Bammel North Houston. Those eastbound delays can be felt, about a 15-minute delay if you're running from, let's say, 249 over toward IAH. You need to give yourself that extra buffer time. Feeder road is also quite busy. Can you see that long line of traffic there? Yep, it's in full effect. This is the downtown area off of the East Freeway. We are generally packed on all of the highways within downtown, and right now is no exception. Katy, your drive time inbound 49 minutes, a half an hour in from Pearland. Baytown 22 minutes. We'll be right back. Trying to keep you out of as many delays so that you can keep moving at a pretty good pace and waste less gas. Your eyes might be drawn to the West Park Tollway because of the amount of red that we're seeing. There's busy conditions from 1464 to Cook Road, that's for sure. This will cost you about 20 extra minutes. Of course, West Park only has 2 lanes. So, you know, it's heavy out of Mission every single morning. Also, we have a crash that's been reported, but I see the sensors are beginning to lighten up. So I think this might have cleared. 90 has been packed inbound around Uvalde. We're still seeing some delays near the East Sam Houston Tollway, but I bet you that crash did indeed clear. Business 90 is a little bit busier than normal because that was an alternate route, and the East Freeway seeing a little bit more traffic from John Ralston into 610, again because drivers are headed in from Channelview and also because drivers were trying to avoid that crash that was on 90. Okay, this wreck is working at 1960 in Woodland Hills. This is in Atascocita. You see the red on 1960? Yep, there's delays there, and also along Woodland Hills Drive. So don't be surprised when it's thicker than normal. And here's the backup that I was talking to you about at West Park. It's at a crawl at Old Westheimer. So as you come inbound, be prepared. Also, North Beltway had an earlier eastbound problem at the toll plaza. I'm seeing traffic look a little bit better, but we are looking at more volume back to 249. You can see that busy service road that's going to be in full effect. Guys, drive times, they're pretty moderate. I mean, nothing that drivers can't handle, anywhere between 30 minutes. I mean, Katy being the highest at 51. All eyes on the weekend. This Thursday morning, let me bring you up to speed. We still have a fair amount of traffic out there. I think on Thursdays, folks get up a little later. So 5 o'clock was pretty easy. 6 o'clock, it wasn't too bad. But after that, it's been pretty packed. 1960, we do have a new westbound crash to mention to you at Bellawood Drive. You can see the delays that extend all the way back to Timber Forest Drive. Also, some extra traffic along Atascocita Road, and even Will Clayton Parkway is busy westbound. We're also stop and go on the North Sam Houston Tollway right near IAH. It stretches from 59 all the way over to 45, which is pretty normal around this time of morning. Take note that we're busy in Klein off of 99. No issues around Boudreaux or Champion Forest, but I've got my eye on that area because we tend to see crashes there, but none that are working at this moment. West Beltway, southbound. Let me highlight your drive south of 290. This is the West Beltway at Little York live picture. You can see just how crowded we are, and I know you're paying for it. So just want you to expect the delays. Feeder Road looks wide open and looks great if you need to travel or exit. Looking at the West Loop southbound, crowded from 290 down to the Galleria. The brake lights that you see, those are southbound drivers. I'm used to seeing that amount of traffic, and this is also crowded downtown Houston picture. I-10 at San Jacinto, 23 minutes in from Baytown, half hour in from Clear Lake. You're looking at 56 minutes in from Katy. Good morning, Cypress, 33 minutes, and that will get you to the West Loop. Guys?